It's a middle man.
Well done.
Thank you. That's great.
In. Right, now's in.
No,
I'm in.
you have to make a call at some point. I mean, obviously, things could have phone.
Yeah.
If you say to me at some point, actually,
So that's sorting it out.
Commentary, yeah. Hey guys, welcome to the final junior game of the day. So we have the Lions, sorry not the Lions, the Lions are playing the Hurricanes on the far side on court 2, and on this court we have the Vipers versus the Warriors. The Vipers are unbeaten, is that correct, in the juniors?
No, they lost the last game.
They lost the last game,
Yeah,
so
Hurricanes beat them.
it's going to be a good game, I think, here. The Warriors had a good win earlier against a strong Lions side, so they'll be looking to back that performance up now against these Vipers. So 6 off the first over, 85-90 total score.
Yeah, it's been winnable all day. The Warriors really turned it on earlier. So far in their games, they've really performed well. The bowling's been very strong. TKS, Will, Danny, all made a big difference with the ball today compared to perhaps last round where they just didn't quite get it right.
Yep. Joe Wilkinson here bowling.
Sam Wilkinson, Joe's mum.
Oh, didn't know that on the WhatsApp group.
Sam Wilkinson.
Sam Wilkinson, Joe's the mom. Okay, I remember that one now. So Sam, tall lad.
Very tall.
Bowls reasonably sharp. Gets a bit of bounce, as
Just
you'd
got
expect.
into the Derbyshire winter programme as well. It's his first year in the winter programme. He's had a few years with me at Erewash at the sub-county and worked his way up into the county squad this winter.
And you can see why, I think. You know, good build, good strong build there. Definitely assets you can work with.
Yeah,
And he's a bowler.
Yeah, more of a bowler. He does hit a long ball though outdoor. He's, the thing he's struggled with a little bit indoor is obviously not hitting up. But we just to show off a little bit, we played a game a couple of years ago on under 13s game and we scored 384 in 40 overs. And he scored, or something like that, and he scored, I think he got like 70 off 42 balls or something, or 40 balls.
So I'm quite excited about watching a few here in this game. So that's very well fit on the line there.
Felix.
Yeah, Felix Haynes. So from the Vipers side, some good talent there. I'm looking at Reeve Evans, obviously, as we've all spoke about before. Superb player. We've got Jack Wisher from Notts in at point. He's very excited to watch, especially with the bat, bowls a bit of leg spin. Felix Haynes, on the line there, fielding that ball with the run out left arm seam.
Warwickshire Pathway player, isn't he? So-
Warwickshire Pathway player. Ben Turner, a bit of mystery spin from him. And then at the top stumps, Nat Witter. Nat's a year older than the other guys, but what I like about him is the energy and the noise that he brings to a side. So, as mentioned earlier today, that the juniors don't tend to create that noise, and basically he is non-stop.
Yeah,
he's
I mean,
non-stop.
I had him on commentary for the last game,
Okay.
and he did not stop all game. He, honestly,
And how'd it
there's-
go? More exciting than me, I guess.
No, he's not on your level, Anish, but he's working his way up to it. There's a good video about to get circulated on Facebook of him as well, so keep your eye out for that. Just showing Anish now if it loads.
Oh, I think I've seen this one. Where there's a side-to-side celebration.
Yeah.
Class.
And then the in-betweeners comes up.
I don't know if you've ever seen the In-Betweeners or the 300 spoof movie. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but
Yeah, I have,
they do
yeah.
that in that as well.
So Rohan, who's batting at the other end of the minute with Danny, has really impressed me for a player who hasn't played a lot of indoor.
Yeah, and where's he
Uh,
from? Northampton?
Northampton
Corby
County
way?
player.
Yeah.
County player in Northampton. He's just played really well. Got really good basics, batting, bowling, really strong. Just like to see Felix a bit busier there, getting into the front half just to cut down the angle. Reeves just
He's
telling
not
him
someone
now.
that's had a lot of indoor training though.
Who, Felix?
No,
No,
so there's raw
2
talent.
sessions maybe.
2 sessions.
Very new to the game.
So Nat
bowled.
Nat bowling here, left arm round. Cricket's not actually his main sport, so very, very keen rugby player. I think he's part of the Loughborough College side there.
He was telling us earlier the benefits of multi-sport. Obviously I'm a big fan of multi-sport, and well done Sovak. That's nice, but it's not out.
Yeah, Sorvak, another one I like to watch actually. He does the basics very well.
Yeah,
Keeps his
leggy.
game simple, just feels well, gets it to hands, batting, looks to dunk the ball, and a very good leg spinner as well.
Yeah,
So
same club as Joe Wilson as well. So play together in. Shout out for Spencer, who'll be watching, by the way. He watched. His mum was telling me the other week he watched every single indoor game that's been live streamed.
Spencer
Sutton, yeah, he watches everything.
Little Spence, love him. Another left arm seamer, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what reminded me of the left arm. seam.
Cheeky
Very
fella,
different.
a very
different.
cheeky fella. It's a lovely shot there by Danny into the springs.
The height comes into play though from Sam.
Yeah, nice to see him at the front court actually, using his height.
Sam, yeah,
Yeah.
bit of tall timber. They're quite a big side, aren't they?
Yeah,
Vipers?
they're big units.
Apart from
Got
Wardy and
Sam
Ben.
Smith as well, isn't it? Tall lad.
Doesn't wear a box whilst fielding or batting.
Who's that? Sam.
Sam won't wear a box.
Got a lot to learn then. Got a lot to learn. It's a lovely down at 4 on the other side by Connor Johnson. Tell you what, he's got a lot of power at his age to hit shots like that.
See you later, call me up 20 seconds.
20 seconds. Perfect. Take some photos.
Next year, they're on Spencer and trophies, everything.
This is class.
That's good. What is he playing?
That's his outdoor cricket clip. So just a quick shout out actually, I just had a quiet moment there, but Harry Gruel, sponsor of the Warriors shirts, and you can see at the front there, he's actually come down today to support the side he sponsored. Had photos with the lads and stuff, so massive thank you to Harry for sponsoring.
Reeve.
Reeve here to bowl right arm over.
That was quick that was quite quick for Reeve. He hasn't bowled that quick for a
Yeah,
while.
it looks like he's focused a lot on his lines, but that bent his back there a bit. Some lovely flowing action.
Do you know something I found interesting today with the junior players, and I found it last time as well? They're not brilliant at controlling the new ball.
No, and like you said, that's a lot to do with the fact they don't use them enough. You know, they just don't train with them. So yeah, that's the Santo's fault. Half chance there at top stumps for Whitton.
This is an interesting game with Warriors 2 from 2 for today, and I believe that's out. Beautiful by Reeve. That is beautiful. 2 from 2 the Warriors are with yeah, Danny doesn't like it, but it's out.
Out.
And then obviously I think the Vipers are top at the minute. I haven't actually checked the scores.
Yeah, I
scoreboards
think the
yet.
Vipers are top of both the men's and the 17s category.
Are they? Good
So,
signs for their future.
Good signs for the Vipers' future, and also the fact that both of these two teams today, both men and 17s, have both won. So 2 big last games on the live streaming for us today. This one followed by the Vipers Warriors men's games as well. So it's excellent cricket today.
Yeah, there has been a lot of good cricket.
A lot better
today.
than the first week.
Yeah, I think people have gelled a little bit.
A lot of this
honest.
game is about that, I think,
Yeah,
the teamwork
social.
and
Just getting it right on the day is
Finley Moore with a loaded plate here. Don't know whether you can
Shot.
see it from the side.
not so loaded now.
Yeah. And Tom Parkin here. Tom, you're going to missed chance there at tops. Playing for the Hurricanes in the last game? Yeah, and you're playing against the Lions. How do you feel? How's that a big game for you guys or not?
Yeah, it's definitely a big game for us. We've struggled so far in the competition.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've lost 2 today, so a good chance of picking up your first win and giving them a three straight losses in a day. Chance dropped to offline.
The Hurricanes are an interesting team. I actually think on paper they should be as good as everyone. I'm just not sure they've quite got it right.
Yeah, I don't think the makeup of the side's quite right at the minute, but they are also missing some big players.
Yeah,
So, like I said, Luke Gunn's missing, MVP versus Sri Lanka, just in the international season gone. Atiq Chishti, British Open MVP the past 4 years running, and Dan Wheeldon, probably the quickest bowler in indoor cricket currently in England. So 3 massive players missing for them. And interestingly, they've kind of stuck to their side, despite the losses. They've stuck to the same side even though they've got a bigger squad. So interesting decisions there from the management.
Certainly. So onto the game here. We've got Sovak coming on to bowl. He's a bowler we like to see, an leg spinner. He's usually got pretty good control. He's not scared of giving it a bit of flight. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes here. Will Frey's coming in and Nathan Laddie. They've played well all day. Batted really nicely all day. Nathan a little bit more punchy, and Will sort of hangs the ball up nice and high.
It's interesting, really, to see with the juniors that not only are we're speaking about how they gel and stuff. Run out chance, missed at the tops. Not only the whole gelling together factor, but also the way that even the batting pairs, they tend to bat with the guys they already know.
Yeah,
that
always.
might not necessarily be the best for the team. That's a good run out there, tops by Nat Whitten. Quick hands there.
Yeah, you can't get away with being flat a lot of the time.
No, into the 3-line there.
You just
No.
have to accept that it's a dot. It looks like a great shot, but it's probably a dot.
Yeah, and the other centres in the UK, that's definitely maybe 3 and potentially 4. But here, the nets are tight. It bounces literally straight to top stumps. It's just knowing your angles here.
Yeah, it keeps the game more alive for me. I'm a massive fan of it. I'm constantly asking for them to be tightened at Derby. So it's a
Full
nice
toss
shot.
there. That's place. Bit of pace off that, so got away with that. For me, it's surprising actually because the nets are so tight. You'd think there'd be a lot more lower scores, but the runs do come quite freely as well because the fielders have got to get used to that spring back. That's well fielded on the
I
line.
actually think a lot of it comes from it forces you to play a different way, which then leads to higher scores. Because if you play down and up, the Warriors in the men's game, the last game was a perfect example. They didn't give chances.
Shot.
They played so much down up that they scored 2 a ball and therefore built a score.
Yeah,
There's
well-
no 45 skin. Everyone got 30.
Yeah, and one of the key standouts was that one of the wickets they did lose was caught off the side and back when trying to whack it, going away from the game plan. In
That's much
Ashfaq
better.
Hussain, Sharky's his nickname. He basically said to the guys, "Look, simple game. He doesn't want to see anyone, trying to blast it. Get it up into the roof, get your 2s,
And
that's what we did. And
it's 100% the right way to play against a team with a good bowling attack.
yeah, I mean
You can put away the bad ball. If someone bowls you a half volley, you can put it away.
that Lions team have got a very strong few bowlers, and that's one thing we said. If we can nullify their bowling attack, then we're going to try and get a half decent score, 100 plus. But if we let them in the game, they are a fantastic side that jump on you quite quickly. They got a lot of noise about them.
And you kept them quiet, didn't you? You and Mitch at the start. And
Yeah, Mitch Bradley, by the way, what a fantastic batter he is. So happy he is back in the game. After a year or 2 absence, Cassim Richards has just turned up.
As in Richards. Gonna go and grab him.
Probably looking at Sachin.
So Nathan just getting into the classic habit here of staying feet still and then trying to swing through the line of the ball, as opposed to use your feet, get outside the line of off stump, play with a straight back, get on top of the bounce, and then punch. He's gone for a big swing and a cut shot. Kept off the net though by Jack.
Another leg spinner here. Jack Wisher from Nottingham Centre.
Is he off though?
I think his leggies bowls quite a few, maybe he bowls googlies, but it's definitely a leggy.
Yeah, you're right. I've definitely seen him bowl off spin as well. You get this with kids, they just switch every now and again. Just
I
do
like him a
something
lot because he's quite unassuming, you know, just goes about his business. What is he?
Yeah, building the score nicely here again though. Will and Nathan are up to 11. And final ball of the sixth.
Oh, well
That's a
bowled.
googly.
Googly,
Look,
there it
and
is.
chance.
Well
Not
fielded,
out, I
but
don't
knocked out. Too long to get rid of that ball, I think, there.
think. Yeah,
Ben
not
Turner.
enough power in the throw, which you do get from younger players.
So am I right in saying that the other two on the other side then have both lost 2 games today?
Yeah,
So it's quite a big game on that side.
Vipers. No, Hurricanes beat Vipers.
The Hurricanes beat the Vipers, sorry,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you said they lost one.
And the Lions are struggling a little bit with injury. A couple of big players missing again. And no, I
Who
wouldn't
are
say
they missing?
Fate,
Yeah, you said Fate.
Sebi. I'm not sure they've quite gelled either, to be honest. That's a great catch by David. Well played.
It's a lovely shot
Really
there
nice.
by Frace.
No call though, but I suppose you don't have to call if the ball's in the roof.
No, no. Just head down and run there for that one. That's a great shot. Sam Smith bowling here.
Just sliding outside the off stump a little bit too far.
What do you like? What do you think about this bowling with the hat on?
Oh, I hate it. Oh,
I mean,
it's not bad, but
It's a
I
nice
saw that.
brand, but
Yeah, we love Under Armour.
I love a bit of Under Armour,
Yeah.
but not sure about that when bowling.
Oh, it's New Balance. But yeah, no, I'm not sure about it in a hat. I'd knock my hat off. Where my hand comes through, I would knock my own hat off, I reckon.
Another wide there. This pair moved on to 32. One over and 2 balls to go.
I think it's the I
Another
think it's-
wide there.
I think it's the biggest sin, actually. I was looking at the games that were played last time, the first round of the Super League, and the Lions were the team that had bowled the most extras and were bottom. And the Vipers were top and had bowled the least extras. And I'm not necessarily sure that they're perfectly transferable, but I think on the whole, if you bowl lots of extras, it just means your bowling attack is not able to build pressure, not able to take wickets. Every time you bowl a wide, it's a ball that can't be a wicket. And I just think it probably lends itself to poorer standings in the scores.
I agree, Kieran. You know, even with the last game, so the men's side's bowling a lot of wides. It's just can't get away with it. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where
Fundamentals of bowling,
Yeah.
isn't it?
mystery spinner here, Ben Turner.
What does he bowl?
Off spin, I think, on the most part,
Yeah,
but the action's quite quirky.
yeah. He plays in the division above me. He plays in Division B in Nottingham for Kimberley.
Let's see if we can get Nav to join us for 10 minutes in the commentary area.
That's nice from Jack. Oh, I think Reeve has dropped that.
Good honesty there from Reeve
No,
Evans.
he wants to give it. He wants that given.
He
Reeve
wants it
that
given?
yeah.
Yeah. So joining us in our commentary area right now, we've got England men's indoor player Nav Patel, previously New Zealand men's international player, and ex-first-class cricketer. So welcome to you, Nav.
Cheers, Anis.
So Obviously, you were born in England. I think most people don't realise that when they speak to you and understand a bit about you. But born in
Leeds, actually.
Leeds up north.
Yeah. And then moved to Birmingham.
So is that where you got your quick bowling blood from then, up north?
I started my cricket, Kings Heath Cricket Club.
Oh, okay, nice. And at what age did you move to New Zealand?
Moved to New Zealand when I was 9. So,
Right.
yeah.
So a fair chunk here
fair
then.
chunk here.
And then you moved to whereabouts in New Zealand?
Moved to a small city called Palmerston North in the
Okay.
North Island. No. It's a couple of hours drive north of Wellington. Wellington's
Okay.
the main centre.
Windy Wellington.
Windy Wellington.
And then you played out there for Central Stags. Is that
Central
right?
Stags, yeah.
Central Stags. And that was both long format and short format.
Yeah. 1 day is then mainly 4-day cricket.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about that and yourself and the team and how's that has indoor helped your outdoor? Has outdoor helped your indoor? Anything along those lines?
Yeah, playing cricket all year round really helps your game. A lot of outdoor cricketers see indoor cricket as a game that almost, makes their outdoor worse, but I think it's the opposite. Fielding-wise, it's massive. Like agility and reflexes helps your game massively. Bowling, it's just about, adapting to different lines, different lengths, and that's always going to help your game, because you have to do that in outdoor, don't you? Bowling different lines and lengths, and then batting is, you're hitting balls, playing it late.
Which
so it's helped my game massively, yeah.
For the 4-day format, especially, playing the ball late, you look at probably New Zealand's best player ever, in my opinion, but Kane Williamson, just how late he plays the ball, and the ball's going out to third man quite a lot, but completely under control. And that's the way I see the similarities in the game. If you are playing that long format with the moving red ball. Ooh, close call. Playing the ball late. I can only see that helping with the red ball game.
Absolutely. And then, imagine Kane Williamson playing indoor. I think he'd be an absolute machine.
And that's not unusual, is it, for you guys, like the guys over in New Zealand? Obviously, the last World Cup, Jesse Ryder played. And he's obviously well known for his, short format game. Has played long format for New Zealand, but Jimmy Neesham plays, and anyone else at the minute?
Ish Sodhi plays a few provincial games. Jeet Raval plays. There's
and Ajaz Patel.
Ajaz Patel's a regular for the Auckland sides.
So obviously Ish Sodhi the other day bowled an absolute ripper to get rid of Virat Kohli, if anyone saw that, and plays a bit of indoor too.
Yeah, the Kurds actually started.
That's the women's,
indoor
isn't
cricket,
it? Yeah.
And then look at where they've got to now. So. Yeah, Amelia Kerr was MVP of the World Cup, wasn't she, as a 13-year-old?
2014, yeah.
And now she's one of the
scored
stars
double
for the
hundreds outdoors for them. Yeah.
World record holder.
World record holder. Brilliant cricketing family, the Kerrs. Anyone doesn't know, the older sister has actually just made it into the side as well, and the father's a very good player, very good indoor player. Mom, did she play or did she play?
Yeah, she played. Yeah, both Robbie and Joe, parents, both represented Wellington in outdoors.
What got you into indoor?
And I just got into indoor through one of my outdoor club members. He said, pulled me along when I was 12 years old, and said, I think you could be handy at indoor cricket. And to me, I first saw the game as just playing outdoor cricket inside, but then once you play a lot more, you start to understand the game and how much faster, and it's a brilliant sport. I'd encourage a lot of outdoor cricketers to give indoor a go, and this helps your game massively.
And as for now, so you're living down south in Sussex?
Living down in Hove in Sussex,
And is there any chance that we're going to see a bit of you? They're renowned for their quick bowlers down there. Any chance we're going to see a bit of you playing that, or is that completely done for you now? You're going to be concentrating on the career?
That was one of the main reasons I decided to move over to the UK, was to build my career outside of cricket. Playing first-class cricket for 5-6 seasons was, something I can be proud of. But it was time to have a change and build that career outside of cricket. And that's where the UK is for me.
So are
yeah.
you sure it's that, or is it just not wanting to face Joff in the nets there?
that too. But,
Or Tyrone Mills,
yeah, Tyrone Mills, Chris
Tyrone
Jordan.
Mills, Chris Jordan.
Just keep rattling them off.
God,
Guys,
they have got a good bowling attack down there.
Yeah.
So the last question from me is to do with the fact you are a fast bowler. You know, probably England's top 2 in terms of pace, but in terms of your bowling, you swing it both ways. Obviously, you get some good steep bounce. What is it about, you know, bowling with the yellow ball that, you know, I'm trying to find out questions that will help our youngsters, but what are you looking to mostly do? You know, you take that new ball first over.
I think you've got to use that new ball. You've got to try to get it up there, but you've got to do something with the ball. You can't just, you know, run in and bowl cross seam or cutters with that new ball. You've got to look to swing it, and that's a skill that helps you in indoor cricket. You learn to swing the ball both ways. And
is that where you learned to swing it both ways? Was it outdoor first, or did you learn it here and then put it into
for
your
me
outdoor
personally,
game?
I'd always had that skill in my bank to swing it, but I learned to control it a lot better in indoor cricket.
Okay.
And have the confidence to bowl it. And obviously with indoor cricket, you have to learn to control that swing to different lines.
Yes.
And that adds to your skill set. So, yeah.
No, that's brilliant. Thank you very much for your time, Nav.
No worries.
And good luck for your final game against the Hurricanes.
Hurricanes, yeah.
So they've not won a game yet, so no pressure. But you guys have had a reasonably bad day for your
We
team.
have, yeah.
You know, outside favourites at the very start. Missing a lot of players today, obviously. Missing the coach as well.
Yeah.
So not easy. But one last game to turn it
One
around.
last game, yeah.
Stay in the pack.
Absolutely, yeah.
Brilliant.
Thanks for having me, Anish.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, Nav. He's going to be a big part of trying to get some players from the south. Trying to get some lads from Preston Nomads to come up and play in the National League. Something if you are watching and you've got some junior players who might want to give the game a go. Doesn't matter if you've not played before. Cricket's cricket. Come up and have a go and play in one of our competitions.
Brilliant, Kieran. Thank you very much. Sam Smith back on here, bowling spin this over. So 1 over a seam, 1 over a spin. Is that something he does regularly, or just because that first over didn't quite go to plan?
I think it's a confidence thing. I think if his first over doesn't quite go to plan, I think he changes his options. He's
looks like he's getting a bit of bounce and turn, so not the worst.
So outdoor, he came to me at sub-county a couple of years ago as a batsman and he'd keep a bit, and then since then he's grown about 8 inches and decided to start trying to bowl quick, and then so he decided to start bowling quick, and I just don't think he has quite got the confidence in himself to bowl flat out, and also you know, spin does work a lot of the time in kids indoor.
So just an update on the far side. The Hurricanes are batting. They've gone 32, 14, minus 10 with 1.2 overs left in the third pair. So a total score of 36. So not the greatest start. And it might give Lions their first win. Another wicket on that court. A loose shot from Ranganathan, caught at the top stumps by Cameron Jones. So that scores back down to 31. Lions on top. So Kieran, we said 85 plus or 80 plus. On track here on this court.
Yeah, and the thing we've seen is that all day kids teams not quite as good batting second when the runs are on the board. They don't seem to be able to just bat to the ball that's bowled. They always seem to think, well, if I've got to get 90, I need to do it now. I need to score 90 right now. And
yeah.
Obviously that's not quite how it works.
And
so.
Ben Turner back on here.
Yeah, a bit more mystery spin.
I'm trying to compare the action, Shimon, but I just really got that's really well bowled.
Yeah, he just has good. Yeah, he's got a lot of skill, hasn't he, in his fingers to make sure he lets go at the right time and to make sure he gets good revs on the ball. He plays a lot of men's, doesn't he? He's been playing for Nottingham in the Division 2 men's.
He has, yeah. That's lovely bowling.
Yeah, we're on to third ball. Yeah, he's been doing a good job of it. He, like you say, it's a hard action to describe, isn't it? If he dropped his head down, it would be Paul Adams-like, wouldn't it?
Oh, so an unlucky
good
wide
call
ball
not to run.
Disappointed he tried to change that by the looks of it. Tried to bowl a bit quicker. And
Do you know what? I asked a few of the 17s earlier, Nat and Louis, about the third ball and whether you bowl your best ball that's got you to third ball, or whether you try and do
Run-out
something
chance.
different.
Not taken.
And it was interesting. There was one discussion was you go wider.
Oh, and it's 7 on the far court there. Sorry, guys, I'm looking at the far court. That's 7 through the hands of top stumps there off Marion's bowling, through Jones's hands and back net 7. So that scores back up to 40.
Yeah.
Changes
Big
this
momentum.
game. It changes quick,
big
doesn't it?
momentum. Swift change that.
12-run swing.
Oh, Reeve keeping with 2 gloves and still dropped it. They won't be happy with that.
Little Reeve, he knows it as well. That's what I like about Reeve. He knows when he's.
He did a little bit of commentary. I'll be interested to listen back to it. So one of the stronger players of today for me in terms of the way that he's fielded and bowled. TKS. He hasn't had the best day batting compared to what he can, but he's really working hard on it. He's a really good indoor fielder. When you get a chance to watch him later.
Not only a player today,
Yeah.
umpiring against in the men's matches earlier.
How did he get? You wouldn't have known. How did he get on?
But
Dave is here.
Dave will know. So, how did the youngster get on in the umpiring? Never an easy job, but on the most part.
Yeah, he did very well. Kept his composure, stood up to the pressure that we know adults can create when they don't get the decisions that go their way. So, no, he did very well. I think it's good for some of the players to experience that, because I think it puts them in a better understanding when decisions don't go their way. And I guess we're all guilty, myself included, at times of not being happy when things don't get your way, but we have to move on.
That's a great
And,
catch by Aaron Brown
yeah.
on the far side.
Yeah.
One hand.
Who's that? Sorry, Aaron.
Yeah,
who?
that was Aaron Brown. I believe that's your son.
Can't have been that good.
One-handed diving catch with his left down low off the net there. So a brilliant catch. Scores back down to 32 on that side, guys. So a quick change around the other way again.
He doesn't get that from me, by the way. I saw him do one in the men's game actually, a one-handed catch.
So Dave, while we have you, we'd like to talk to you very quickly about a couple of things, if possible. Firstly, you had your first experience of indoor in 2018 with the juniors. Obviously, you came as Aaron's dad, supporting Kieran, ended up doing a fair bit of coaching out there. From that, played yourself, and then actually went to the Masters World Cup in this year, 2019, in October to Cape Town. How was that for you as a player? You know, how did you find that? I know you captained against Australia, but overall, how did you find that, your first ever World Cup?
Well, it was an incredible experience, really, and good for me as a player, and then as a coach as well. Another catch from young Aaron Brown, was that? I don't know who he is. No, it was. That's a nice shot there from Ollie Jasper. It's good to have that kind of perspective as a player and as a coach. Really, I learnt a lot. I spoke to a lot of people over there. Some of the the Aussie guys and the Kiwis, and just being a bit of an indoor badger, if you like. Trying to glean as much information as I could.
Join the crew. We're all here.
So yeah, it was incredible, and I'm not sure whether the next Masters is going to be. There's rumours it might be India or wherever it is. I'd like to probably have one last go if the body.
That's brilliant fielding.
fielding.
That's superb fielding.
That's great from Felix. Felix is a player that's new to the game. He's had some involvement with Warwickshire County, so it's really good that he's come into the Super League and actually is starting to really pick up the skills of the game.
So natural as well. Off the net, turned,
Left-hander.
got it in the left, direct it.
Over a flick.
Yeah, that's superb. So Dave, that's the playing side of things. If there was anything that stood out for you as your best moment of your trip there, what would that be?
Oh, I think that's an easy one. That would be captaining against Australia, and the target that was set from Sean Ongers was, if you can get a skin or two, because we did change the side round and we'd had some injuries, and we took the first skin. We defended a 7 skin, I think, it was just a great honour to captain my country, and then luckily enough I got to do it against the Kiwis as well, which was that would be the standout moment. It was probably my best game as well against Australia. It's probably the best game of indoor cricket I've played. That game I played against Australia as well, so that was pleasing as well. So, but again, the whole thing, and it's the whole indoor family and being involved around looking across the court now with the kits, the Super League, both men and the youngsters. It's just it's wonderful to see, and I guess it's what keeps us all coming every week.
And your roles within indoor are quite diverse. I'm not sure if people at home know. So obviously went as kind of under 13 assistant coach in 2018. From that, started playing yourself, so masters player. You're the head of junior coaching, so 13s, 15s, 17s boys. And just lately, you've been given the role of 21s girls coach for Australia. So how are you looking forward to that role? And it's new to you, but how are you looking forward to it?
It's a very good question. I guess I'm really lucky that I've been afforded the opportunity. I get a lot of work closely with yourself and obviously Kieran, who's next to us here. We're kind of a team, so it's not just about me or anything. I think between us we work it well together. Kieran keeps me organised as well, so I like the coaching side, but that's something that he really brings to the party. So, and obviously Craig as well. So Craig McDonough is the men's coach. So it's a team approach really. We're always coming up with new ideas and new ways in which we can take the game forward from a coaching point of view. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the girls. That it's a new challenge for me. The homework on it has already started. I've been watching game after game on YouTube, and I'm just really excited to see what we can achieve. I think the squad is strong. We've got a really strong squad.
Anyone we should be looking out for in that World Cup that you know of yet, or just going to see how the training goes and develop their skills?
Yeah, there's a few players that have caught the eye already, but what's pleasing me across the board really is that we've got a lot of a good diversity of different types of player, from different types of bowling, batting, and I think we've got most of the fielding positions covered across the squad. So I think it'd be unfair of me to say anyone in particular at this point, because they're all really showing signs of improvement, which is really encouraging.
And obviously tomorrow we've got quite an exciting day. Obviously you're here again, long day tomorrow. So firstly, I think thank you to your wife, because you have got another, other children that aren't here, not Aaron, and your wife, for letting you have all this time with us. But tomorrow we've got our ECB Regional Development Centre Day. So for those at home that don't know, that is basically our women's representative side. So Loughborough Lightning, Surrey Stars, Yorkshire Diamonds, they all have a junior version of those sides. And all 9 teams are here tomorrow playing indoor. Obviously their predominant focus is outdoor, but brilliant to see them coming and playing indoor here.
Absolutely, and this is what we want. As yourself, Anish works really hard on trying to push the game forward. And again, Kieran, it's just great to see, and when you come up here and you see all these cricketers playing and the crowds that we're getting through now watching, it's just a massive positive. And to get the counties on board as well, to play in that sort of competition as well, it's only going to help move the game forward. So looking forward to it again. I think I might be in a sleeping bag and just camp out here.
To be fair, we just put you in a room, where the physios are at the minute, on one of those beds. Yeah. That'd be all right for you, I think.
That'd suit me. I might get some sleep, actually.
So, Dave, thank you very much for your time. I know, obviously, you're very keen to watch these young Vipers and the Lions on the other side with Aaron playing. So thank you for your time, and good luck for your last game. See if you can make it 3 out of 3.
I believe we've got you, haven't we, Anish?
You have, yeah. So 2 good games for both sides, actually. 2 wins for both sides. So should be a very competitive last game.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers, DB. Always love a bit of DB. So we're sat here with 81 on the score. There's 5 balls left. 81, I think, is a good score with the bowling attack that the Warriors have got. I think the Vipers would feel a little bit better with Alex in the side as well. He obviously brings a lot with the bat, with that final pair with Reeve. But if I'm honest, with Reeve in a team, you've always got to be careful.
So where is Alex Ward?
Just rested. Obviously, squad rotation is. Yeah, bat has bounced there, but I think TKS has got away with that because he's part of the umpires crew.
He is. We umpires stick together.
They look after each other, don't they?
Yeah.
All he's got to do now is not cut his hair for 6 years, and Guito's all loving.
And dye it black.
Yeah. But there's a
It's a good shot. Oh, and well fielded by Witten
nah.
there.
There's obviously squad rotation that has to happen, and this is the game that Alex is missing for today.
Yeah, he's a key player for me, that Viper side, as we mentioned. Quality spin bowler. Handles himself very well with the bat, and just generally his fielding. He rarely misses the stumps.
Yeah, he's weirdly accurate. He's just onto the Derbyshire pathway as well. No, even Natters admitted that is a bump ball.
Good old Reeve.
Crowd catch.
He'll appeal for anything, Reeve. Love that.
Typical bowler.
Bowler, yeah, he's a bowler.
And he goes deathly silent at indoor, which is
Chance at tops.
oh, he's
Ooh,
missed.
Missed it.
Do you know something I'm enjoying today as well? The athleticism seems to be really starting to pick up. Just watching a few of the lads on court, Cam on the far side, really throwing himself around. TKS has been diving about all over the place. Reeve again there, showing athleticism. Sorvak's been diving all over the place. I absolutely love seeing
And
it
again,
played
far side there.
athletically. Yeah, I like this game being played athletically. Nothing against some of the bigger fellows in the. I think you can be good, whilst being a little bit bigger. But when it's played athletically, it looks great.
Yeah, you
Diving
know what?
about and-
I'm hoping that these youngsters, the fact they do get to be here when the
Again,
men's are
that-
playing,
see that
that's
there?
superb.
You can't see it on camera, but Cam's just pulled off a worldie stop at the back.
Full stretch dive, low to his right, stopped it from hitting the back net for 5. But I'm hoping that the more they watch the men's games, the more they'll learn.
I think that's inevitable. Whether they learn from your good things or your bad things.
That's a different story. So 86 on the board, so we were spot on with our calls at the very
85-ish.
start. So we've said that should be defendable. It's the Vipers' job now to come out and prove us otherwise.
Yeah, the Vipers have got some dangerous batsmen. Wouldn't put it past them. Reeves is a very, very dangerous finisher.
Yeah, and I like this lad opening batting. Jack Wisher handles himself very well. You know, the shots that he plays, can tell he plays a lot of men's cricket, keeps it simple, can hit a big ball when needed. So important they got off to a good start. I think we'll probably see Jack opening the batting.
Yeah, I think so as well. Probably with Nat.
Sam Smith with his Under Armour hat on, walking by here.
Gonna bat in the box today. Oh, you are?
He is going to wear a box, guys, at home. That we're speaking about it earlier. He will be wearing a box, so that's
Just for
good
his
to hear.
fans from school.
Yeah, all the fans from school that Sam Smith has. So Nat Whitson.
Just popping over to his mum to get a drink.
Ooh, what's she got there?
It's just a Lucasade.
Ah, nothing exciting.
It's that deadly silence that comes with under 17 games.
It is literally silent in this centre currently until that call at the huddle. It was very, very quiet.
Woodkin passing by.
Okay, so we have Rohan to bowl,
Yeah,
open the bowling.
dangerous
Nat
leg
Whitton
spinner.
and Jack Wisher, as mentioned, opening. So they've come out with a very strong batting pair to start with. Let's see how the Warriors counter that. And obviously, Nat Whitton very strong outside off stump and very strong at pulling the ball. So full and straight's the answer here, I think.
Wearing his fashion trainers, Sam. Just made him when players play in fashion trainers. There it is.
No width to him. No width there.
Interestingly, the Warriors, I think, have got a nice balance as well with their fielders. Ollie is very athletic at the front. Will is a very strong fielder at the front. Danny's a pretty good keeper. And then TKS on the line has been really athletic all day. So they've...
And that is a delightful
Monster.
shot there. Wisher showing exactly what he's capable of, exactly what I was speaking about earlier. Just how hard he hit that dunk shot.
Yeah, kids don't often hang the ball up and down. Down and up. They often
A chance.
like to hit it down and up. But
Is that because of the lack of pace on the ball, potentially?
yeah, for me, a lot of it is that kids play so much T20 outdoors, and they watch England play one-day cricket,
That's a lovely shot.
and their mentality is hit the ball hard first. First and foremost, you hit the ball hard, and then if you can't hit the ball hard, you defend. And that's like the second option, which is obviously very different to when you watch Masters players who grew up playing defensive shots first and then put away the bad ball. So the mindset of modern kids is just so different to the mindset of older players. So yeah, I would say that's probably for me the biggest call. So just looking at the stats in front of me, Slovak very high up on the stats, although his stats are better for bowling than batting.
Who else we got up the top there?
Ollie Walker, shock.
Yeah, no surprise there. Danny Blyton, is that?
Yeah, Tazim after one game from the under-15s, he's played one game and had a stormer, so he's up there. Louis, Slovak, Ollie, David Marion, Rohan Kundaji here coming into bowl now. Josh Glover from the Hurricanes up in the top 10 as well, so quite a lot of Warriors players in there. Not a surprise, I suppose, given the table.
I thought it was quite a decent ball, actually, and he didn't look
Yeah,
upset with it. But that's all right. He expects high standards from himself, and we know he's a fantastic bowler. Run out chance and missed.
He opened the bowling really well for us in the World Cup on maybe 3 or 4 occasions. He opened up against South Africa, he opened up against Singapore, and he opened up against Australia as well, in a game where we only lost by 4 runs, which is a pretty useful achievement. They never think they're out, do they?
Yeah.
But that's out by a foot.
I tell you what, I got away with one earlier, to be fair. So
Is that because you're part of the umpires crew?
I think so. But Mitch down up to one straight into the roof and off two, just slapped it down onto the stumps about 3 yards out. But luckily it went on Mitch. So take those,
Lucky
take
for
that
you.
5 runs.
No wonder Mitch only got 11.
What a fantastic player.
He's a good keeper. I showed Nat the stumping earlier that everyone always talks about.
Shot there from Whitton. Not used to seeing him dunk it with a straight bat like that. So obviously learnt
To see
a lot.
bit of progression.
Yeah.
Hopefully it was from earlier from me telling him that people need to move their feet, get outside off stump and play with a straight bat, as opposed to that silly cut shot. that
This
we've
pair
seen.
move on to 13 and 14 or 15. I can't quite see there, but
13 at the minute, 2 scored just there, so 15.
yeah, 15. So not bad after 2 overs. If they can get up to 30, they are well ahead of the game here.
Yeah, and they've done well as well because they've faced some strong bowlers.
And we just had another 2 Patels, not Nav Patel. This is Nil Patel and Sachin Patel.
Slow twitch
Just
touch.
walking, slow switch swatch, back into the building. So maybe we'll try and grab Sachin on commentary in a minute.
It'll take him a while to get here because we're at least 10 foot away. Never wants to be on commentary, does he, Sachin? It's like he's got
No.
something to hide about.
Yeah, I know, some secrets that he's got, going on or
He doesn't
something.
want to sneak out.
Slip up.
secrets.
I'll try and get him over here.
Working with Sam because he's collapsing his back leg.
So I believe the Hurricanes captain Sachin Patel is going to join us in 5 minutes. Yep, here he comes. Just a wrap, mate. Just a wrap. Okay, so we are joined here by the Hurricanes captain and England under 21 player Sachin Patel. Slow Twitch Sach is the nickname. Welcome to the umpire stand.
Where's this nickname come from?
I mean, Kieran,
did you?
Kieran did
Definitely
name you.
you.
Kieran, any idea why that's his nickname, please?
Oh, it's just a rumour that's been going around, that's all.
Okay.
Rumours ruin lives, mate.
And they do, yeah. Rumours truly ruin lives. So, Sach, Hurricanes, talk to me about it. Not the greatest of starts so far, but again, Lions have lost 2 today, so
Yeah.
big opportunity to win a game in the next.
I think we've come close in the past 2 games. We've lost about 20 runs we've lost by, but just slowly building there, getting together and trying to really finalise on those last little pieces of plays.
So is it the
Building I'd really focus on.
so it's the quality of the end product? Is that what you're saying to us?
Yeah, I think more on the. We've batted, I think, really well in the past couple of games, but I think our bowling and fielding's let us down quite a bit. We haven't taken our chances.
Okay. And so you experienced your first World Cup in 2017 in Dubai.
That's correct. Yeah.
I believe mostly as our bench boy, but that being said, in the running for captain potentially of the next one to Australia, how are you feeling about that and the prospects of maybe becoming the captain of 21 side in a World Cup in Australia?
It's just be a great opportunity to represent your country, and being captain is even better. So just take every opportunity as it comes, really.
And you've seemed to have mastered probably one of the hardest shots in the book, the leg side dunk. So taking nothing away from you with that, regularly getting that up down for 2 or 3 now. What is it about that shot what is it about that shot that you've learned that's made you so consistent at it? How have you gone about it? What have you done? What's made you, probably one of the best in the country at that at the minute?
Just training really a lot with yourself, Finley Moore. We've come down after work, after school, just really getting our head and our hands in the right place and slowly building it up into game situations, yeah.
Good. And whereabouts are you looking to be fielding during that World Cup? Where's your position?
Water boy, yeah, as Ben just said there. Probably stay leg side, my natural position there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are your general thoughts about the Super League this year? The new competition, new this year. What's your initial thoughts about that?
I think it's a great thing to have as a country and as a England setup to have, because it's a lot different to National League. National League is more, you see there, you play. It's a bit of a laugh and a joke around, but with Super League we play a lot harder. There's a lot more competitive on the courts.
Yep.
You actually see teams trying to put themselves on the line rather than just rock up and play.
Yeah.
So the competitive nature now is really good.
Okay. And we've also got the Vipers captain here, Ben Scott. So if we can ask Ben the same question, which is, new competition you guys are doing, you're top of the group at the minute.
Yeah,
how are you guys finding Super League cricket? How is it different for you?
Oh, it's fantastic. I love it. Every minute of it.
Oh, he loves the yellow ball.
He loves the yellow ball, yeah. And obviously you were the ex-captain of that 21 side. Made your men's debut against Sri Lanka in the Australia squad. How did you find your first games at men's level? How was that for you?
Yeah, really good. I really enjoyed it. Good challenge, more than the under-21s. No, we had a good setup for the 21s, and then obviously changing into the men's is a fantastic feeling to be part of it.
And we get asked a lot, obviously your brother Alex.
What a player!
Yeah. Why Alex? Has he got no interest in the Super League, or
he didn't get selected?
Did he get selected?
No, he didn't get selected.
It's a shame because what a fantastic player he is. Key innings.
He's a credit to the country.
Yeah, he is. The better Scott. Sorry, Sachin's just saying the better.
Yeah,
Scott.
I think he's just the better Scot in general.
Yeah, no, he is. Physically, mentally, he's just an athlete.
Is he more focused on his love life at the minute? Is that what it is, or?
It's hard to say. I know Treetops is in his heart big time. I don't think he could ever swap to a Viper or a Hurricane. So,
okay.
If Treetops enter the Super League, he'd play.
Mate, he's in. He'll be top of the start.
Yeah. Okay. Should we go back to the cricket for a little bit?
Yes.
Shout out.
So first skin 41. Ollie were nearly with a double play. Really nice bit of fielding at the front, followed by trying the run out. Danny Blyton bowling here. So 41 for the first pair, really strong start.
Well, like we said, that first pair was going to be key to this innings, and a massive skin of 41.
Yeah.
And it looked to me like they just had to keep it simple, and it really, really worked. So a great start by them. Warriors need to pull it back with 2 strong skins with wickets. We know the last pair for Vipers is extremely strong. Nat Whitten batted superbly there. How's your thoughts on the game? What have you said to the guys down there? What's the plan to finish this off?
Just to warn you, he's going to talk for about 10 minutes now.
Okay.
No, stuck to what we set out for. We changed a few of the things, and we did what we set out to do. Yeah, last over was just a bit of a fluke, but apart from that, yeah.
And you're finishing off with, is it Reeve and...
Yeah, what's the batting order?
What's the batting order? That's what we'd like to know.
So Reeve and Sam Smith.
So Reeve and Sam
That's
Smith
a
are going to
wicket.
finish.
That's a wicket.
And 2 and 3, obviously third pair.
Sam Wilkinson and
Sorvek.
Sam.
Yeah.
Okay, so a strong pair third as well. So really the Warriors need to hit this pair hard here. -4 already. maybe get that down to -10.
Yeah, they
You know,
need to really capitalise here on a little bit of inexperience. Felix, a very strong bowler. Batting is obviously still the area he's working on. He's new to indoor, and obviously pressure can do crazy things to indoor.
Yeah, I mean, obviously when you look at that scoreboard, you see 41. It's difficult to see how these guys can feel it, but as you know, 1 or 2 wickets changes a lot. And again, a big swing and out.
Literally.
There it is.
Literally like watching Ben there, just running down the wicket, trying to hit it hard. Sachin, you play for West Brom, don't you?
Yeah.
Are we going to get them at indoor anytime soon?
I can try, yeah.
I'd like I hear they've got a decent junior setup, so I'd like to have a little dabble with them playing indoor. Put me in touch. West Brom.
Oh, West Bromwich Dartmouth, yeah, they're a fantastic club outdoors. And Moeen Ali's joined them this year, I believe. So brilliant to see Mo down here, and obviously Mubs Rashid, who is the Lions captain, joined them as well. So
Shot from Ben.
Sachin and Mubs, 2 Super League captains, hopefully can rustle up a few players from Dartmouth and bring them down.
Yeah, it'd be nice to join the new Birmingham League that's going to start, or even just enter National League.
I know Sachin likes to focus his time on the Amsuk Festival, really, and other things like that. The women's teams, he likes to bring them in and play. From Wolverhampton, I think he brought a side in from there, Wolverhampton women's setup.
Fantastic
so
from him to
just
get.
need a few more
get people
junior
playing.
sides from him.
Cheyenne on to bowl some offies. Bowls with 2 on the leg side.
Run out chance of tops.
Oh, missed.
I think he was in anyway. I think he was in.
So Cheyenne, quite a new player to indoor again. Played 1 tournament for North Mids, and his off spin and his powerful batting impressed.
So Ben, we had a little game earlier. How would you pronounce his name? Cheyenne, how would you pronounce his name? Do you want to give it a go for us?
Yeah, Cow Corner. That's where I'll send him if I play the outdoors.
Glad we didn't have the mic on that.
Yeah. Calcutta-walla.
Have you got him on the
Great
mic?
name.
Can we get him on the mic after?
Yeah, we'll have a little chat to him. Well bowled. That's a good shot by Hayes. Run out chance tops. And out. Direct hit there by Calcutta-walla. The zing bails are flashing, and -12 Felix Haynes at the minute, Ben Turner 4, so -8 for the skill. As we said, Kieran, if they can get these to -10, game's back in the balance here, even with a strong pair batting last.
Yeah, certainly. It's a game of momentum, isn't it? And certainly shifting towards the Warriors right now. You eating again?
Yeah, well, this is setting up the precedent of the game to follow, I believe. So it's an absolute matchup, same Vipers versus Warriors men.
For an England's captain, what's your diet?
Vipers have got off to a great start in this tournament so far. Tom Clark, top of the stats, I believe, leading the way. Oh, has he come down from top of the stats now? Oh, that's a shame. But, fantastic young side you've got there. It looks, obviously the only side which meant that's got the full squad here pretty much, missing 1 player.
All young and fit as well.
Yeah. So what is it about that? Why is it that those guys really commit to the Vipers and, want to play for you, want to play for Dave?
It's the captain.
It's the captain.
Captain. Definitely just... We've got a really strong group. I think the captain plays a massive part. And I think I just bring everyone together. Give them what they need. But yeah, as an England skipper yourself, how do you inspire the younger people?
So we look to, obviously, me personally, it's a bit of a twofold because running the Birmingham Centre, I get a lot of time to help the guys out with their personal games more so than anything. So I'm generally free and available if they want throwdowns, if they want a bit of extra practice on something. They've all they've got to do is drop me a text and then come up here and get their throwdowns, get their fielding, bowl a few extra balls.
Tom with a chance.
I've worked a lot at the minute with Finley Moore, one of your players, and I don't know how he's been playing. I haven't been really watching much, but on the most part, it looks like he's been playing a lot better than last season. Obviously, a treetop warrior as well.
Yeah, I think dropping him for the first game was probably the best call. And he's come back stronger than ever. He's got a huge brain on that huge head. But yeah, how are you preparing for The World Cup in Australia.
So at the minute-
Physically and mentally.
Well, mentally, for me, it's about getting our side in a position where, we're going to go into that World Cup and compete. Be it not. I think people see the England team sometimes as a bit of a, we're there for a bit of fun and we have a laugh, we have a joke, which we do there. But as the group of players that we've got now. We do want to go there. We do want to compete. Get to a semi, and anything can happen from there. Obviously, we lost 6-0 against Sri Lanka at their place. They've come here. We lost 4-2, but really that was us losing as opposed to them winning. We had a few games or a few pairs where we really did mess it up rather than just that consistent play. So mentally, we need to look at that side of the game. Physically, we have a number of players in our side that could be more physically fit. Could be, more active, less injury prone.
Busier in
that's
the field.
That's one of the big issues that we're going to have to fix over the next 6 months.
Nutrition.
I watched a video the other day of the South African training camp, their first one, and there was a lot of physical fitness involved.
Brutal, wasn't it?
So that's something that we're going to have to look at.
So just going back to the cricket, then Rohan coming on to bowl. He's created a couple of chances that we've.
Yeah, this
that
pair
we've
already
missed.
on 5 after this is the last over. 2 balls to go, 7 now.
Yeah, they've really pulled it back nicely. Every time we stop talking about them, they score runs. And then when we start again, they lose wickets.
So
So
I think maybe we should talk a bit more about the game because they'll lose a lot more wickets.
says the Warrior.
Says the Warrior. But there we go. Just like I said,
Literally
there it
just
is.
happened. Apologies, lads, from the Vipers. Dave Brown's probably going to punch Anish now.
Nothing like biased commentary.
It's just like Sky Sports.
That's the captain's first day for the World Cup. Who's your final 8? Who'd you go for?
It's a big question.
It is a big question. My top 8 for the World Cup. I don't think it's the right time or place
Lyle Teskey.
to go with. Yeah,
Fitzgerald. Drever. Floros.
All 3 Florences.
Nav Patel.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to our first camp in April and, a few players really putting their name on that and, trying to get into that 12 firstly. We've added a few new players to the squad. Dan Wielden, Mitch Bradley. Obviously, Mitch, you've seen in action for the Warriors. And obviously, we've lost a couple. So a couple of big players actually have come out of our squad, like Sam Stooks. Just riddled with injury at the minute, so he's pulled out of our training squad. And Alex Nell, obviously having surgery next week on his right knee, so it's going to depend on what happens.
Currently
with that
top
knee.
of the stats.
Yeah, I mean,
Big Nell.
you can't
Big Nella.
beat a bit of experience.
Yeah, we're going to have to teach Ben here to field at main, aren't we?
Yeah,
Big
Ben,
lad.
despite how good his hands are at tops,
Could he go
really
main?
has got the good build to go at main, left-handed as well.
Yeah.
How
do you feel about that?
Have you ever considered that?
Never heard so much rubbish in my life.
It's true though. He could field
He
there.
could build there and be very good.
He's
Well, believe it or not.
scared of the ball, I think.
It's just like less stuff to do at times. Just stand there because everyone's boring in the World Cup, so they just don't go back.
Hey, I was nice to
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, if Sachin's bowling,
Patel in the team, I think I'll have a better chance of
doing a bit of fielding.
Yeah. Sort of just collect it. rub
It's
it on
nice
the
from
shirt,
Sorvat.
bowl the ball.
Entertaining.
So batting pair here,
Balance
Sorvat
here.
and
Action indoor sports.
Sam Wilkinson. If they can come out
Shot.
anywhere plus 55, 60, this game is over because as Reeve Evitts will not let this slip.
Equipment for indoor cricket. What like?
Yeah, I would be using an indoor bat, which is poplar wood. Indoor gloves, like the guys tend to go for. Is there any particular brand that
Brands out there.
Yeah, there's a few brands. Obviously, SMG. You've got Warpat. 2 brands that are known. Obviously, you've got. Is it Play PSC?
777.
Yeah, 777 at the minute doing.
I'd have a
gloves and
Southern
bats.
Cross Wi-Fi.
Southern Cross.
Yeah.
Whose company is that? Is that Village Bennett's company?
Yeah, they look nice.
Famous Justy.
And Chishti.
Yeah.
Yeah, Akbar over here backing Chishti. There his boys.
Southern Cross. Finish Bennett's one. I like the bats best. So.
They're all trying to get everybody to talk about Warpath because Sachin sat here and he's Mr.
Mr.
Warpath.
Warpath, Sachin Patel, sat here. The top is the Vipers, same as in the men's.
Yeah.
The Vipers franchise absolutely destroying it so far. I'm not going to tell you how it's been described to me, but it is very red, very pink, and very snake skinny. So, yeah, I mean, take it as you... Oh, it does say a lot about the characters in that team, yeah.
We're just rolling Super League at the minute. After the second week game.
Just constricting the Super League, that's what he's saying. Wide ball
It's a
there
wide,
from
yeah.
Rushbrook.
It's a big game. It's a big game next game. On this court. Big game. Anish Patel.
Big players stand up, don't they, Ben?
Yeah, we'll see.
More wides here from Luke. He needs to get this right, otherwise the pressure
This
is
game
just
is going
going
to slip away from
yeah.
them very quickly as well. They don't need a wicket here.
Yeah.
Another wide there.
Just not controlling the in-swing here. Oh, right in the back. Yeah, don't rub that. Yeah, he's fine. He's smiling. Could have been worse. Tom.
They're my students. So no. Yeah, you can, I can't. 26.
Yeah, you don't look 26.
Thank you.
About 22, 23.
I'm going to take that. Even though I haven't had a haircut in about 2 weeks.
I thought you looked about 27.
Right, well, I liked you before you said that. Roy's just come out that I look like I was 23, 22. I'm a big fan of that. So just had a shout out for the main yellow ball lover, Adam Shepherd. He's not here today. Not sure where he is, but must be something serious because he loves the yellow ball.
The game misses him.
Yeah, the game does miss him. And Roy misses him by the judges.
Yeah, Roy misses him by the sounds of it, so you miss him by the sound of it.
A little bit of noise coming from the Warriors. Cheyenne bowls.
Oh, yeah.
Tops. Can it take
Yeah,
in?
that's a wicket
gone.
there. There we go. Another one of those, and they are right in the game.
Anish wants the Warriors in this, doesn't he?
No, neutral.
It's like listening to Jamie Carragher commentate on a Liverpool game.
It is.
I won't do the accent.
Jim Carragher.
Cheyenne here of North Middlesex Cricket Club. Bowling his tidy off spin. Calcutta Walla. A little bit a little bit of confusion, but they got in.
Bit of a misfield there. Bit poor feeling there.
So I'm wondering, Kieran, how I'd look with a haircut like that.
Ridiculous.
No, not a fan.
No, not on you.
He cat swipes.
I think if you had a better beard, you'd look like Shaf.
I'd love to look like Shaf.
Yeah. I don't think you're far away.
Big Shaf.
Yeah, I don't think you're far away. I wish you could bat like him.
I wish I could too. Oh, there we go, little nick there.
Little nick.
Oh, I tell you what. Oh, no.
Umpire.
No.
There's confusion everywhere.
World Cup umpire Matt Weecroft, I believe that is out.
It's hit his sleeve.
And the worst thing is the batsman's gone. He's hit my shoulder.
Yeah, there's nowhere near the shoulder. It's gone through about halfway up the bat, and a big deflection there, even from the commentary box.
From your view of the commentary box.
Look at him telling us it's hit his shoulder.
He's even telling the
Look at
commentary
that, telling the
box.
commentary box. No.
It's a good thing it didn't hit his pockets, and as it's hanging out. Created a big deflection off the bicep. It'd have been fine if it hit you, wouldn't it, Anish? No bicep there.
No bicep, no calves. Get away with that.
So
No
into the
calves for
12th
girls in
over.
my house.
Into the 12th over, Nathan to bowl. Interesting decision. I think he's left Will.
No, it's TKS to bowl.
Sorry, TKS to come on bowl. So big over, and he's decided to take it.
That's a
Sam's got
lovely
him down and
shot.
up. Yeah, Sam's got him down and up. He uses his height, doesn't he, to get on top of the ball very nicely.
Bit of tall timber.
They need a wicket here. The Warriors, they need a wicket.
What can TKS bring?
Oh, a beamer.
Whoa.
That's what he's brought.
That's hit his arm. Roy's like that.
Yeah.
Aggressive fast
Roy.
bowler who's today bowling cutters. Why, Roy, just a quick question. How come you're bowling Anish's pace today?
Side strain, man, side strain.
And why are you still playing?
Now he's beginning a bit of tap from his pace bowling a bit lately, so.
You get wicket ball in spin?
You do get wickets bowled in the spin, that is true, but you do bowl fast, so your side strain. Okay.
Go on, Danish.
Yeah, Anish doesn't have a side strain, he's just slow.
Very slow.
Yeah. Make sure you have a nice bit of rest, you know, before you play now. After, you know, stop playing centre games. Like, I don't think that's going to help. Shot by Sam again. This is a really good innings by Sam.
Yeah, I think they have just killed the game. That's what it's known as.
Well, I'd like to think that the Warriors are still in this. If they can take some wickets, they're still in it. They need to believe.
That's the umpires' union sticking together there. Ball's good.
Yeah. Yep. TKS bowls are wide, doesn't get given.
There it is! Bowled!
TKS likes that one like a young Royeth, that.
Missed the straight one.
I think
It's like a young Royeth, wasn't
side
it?
strains are generally calls for
side strain bowling.
dancing in Prism or Roses, whatever he wants, you know, whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's probably
But-
from that.
Shout out to Prism.
But that is, shout out to Prism for looking after all the lads. That's what I like to
I
hear.
quite enjoy a little sponsorship from a nightclub as nice as Rosie's or Prism, and then we can pop in there
What
after.
about Pop World? Surely Pop World
Absolutely
can give us
not.
something. There we
Absolutely
go
not.
there enough.
No, you go there or not.
I do.
I hated it, but Anish had a whale in there at the time, didn't you?
Everyone hates it. apart
No,
from
there
me.
was no whales in there at the time.
Other than you.
I thought there were sharks in there.
Big shark.
Did you lose your watch in there? Was it you that lost
My
your watch?
Fitbit, yeah, I spent about an hour
Looking
looking
for a
for
watch.
it, and I found it.
Looking for a $5.99 watch.
Correct.
So here we go then. Sam Smith in at the non-strikers
Just
end.
because on that day, I actually managed to get up to about 30,000 steps. So I just needed it
You
that
needed it
bad.
back to show Craig that you've been doing your steps. And Reeve here, I would imagine Reeve and Sam are pretty confident. 21 was it? I just
Yeah,
got the
I would
scoreboard.
suggest they need to target double S, Sam Smith. Reeve, I believe, will be far, far too solid for them to get through.
Yeah, all through the World Cup, he wasn't MVP for no reason.
The classy
they don't
leave
help.
there.
Yeah. All kids have started copying the Steve Smith leave. Have you noticed that?
I like it.
Yeah. It's the busiest leave.
The best lead ever.
That's nice.
And the casual Reeve Emmett's run through as well.
Yeah, it never dives. Cost
Never
us the World
dive,
Cup.
Just jogs.
Didn't dive. Cost us the World Cup. Joking, Reeve. For when you watch this later, because you're batting. I reckon he has a little watch. And a wide again. Can't afford these wides. 2 for free.
I got mine good. I'm watching mine anyways.
That was nice about you, to be fair.
We're on chance at tops, and it's out! It's out! I told you,
Tom
Sam Smith,
loves that.
They're going to have to target him. They're good friends at school, Sam Smith and TKS. Oh, they go to the same school even. So a bit of rivalry there.
And you want for your bowling? Shout out for Akbar. You get married in August.
Shout out for who? Sorry?
Might get married in August.
Congratulations, Akbar, on your wedding. When is it, August?
Well bowled,
If
Ollie.
anybody would like to attend, just drop Akbar a message. I know these invites to the Asia weddings, they come for free a lot, so get on him. I'm sure you'll get an invite.
Add my snap.
That is snap.
Drop me a message on my snap.
Well bowled
Ollie
out
in.
from Jack. That's better, just inside the line.
Third
and
ball.
it's a third ball, first ball of a second over. So if the Warriors can take a wicket here, they have got themselves well in the game.
I'm going to call this here that you have deliberately commentated cursed Reeve by saying that it was definitely going to happen. I think you've deliberately done that as a Warrior. You've commentated cursed him. Just saying.
Rushbrook to bowl. By the looks of it, no.
Big over.
Laddie to bowl.
Big over.
Third
Doesn't matter
ball,
who's bowling. Big over.
Mankat.
I 100% promise you they won't try a Mankad.
I haven't been watching Liam enough.
No Ollie Green, no Liam Brazier. They won't mancad anyone. No Finley Moore or Tom Clark, whoever it was that did it to the Australians. It's TKS. Chance
Oh,
missed.
and it's missed. Missed opportunity there.
TKS comes into Reeve now. Oh, and a play and a miss. Anish's commentator cursed him, I think.
You just don't know. You never know. Got to keep fighting.
Lions look like they're going to get their first win on the other
Oh, that's
court.
well bowled again by TKS. Third ball again here. Warriors need to take this chance.
And it looks like the Lions on the other court, they're ahead of the Hurricanes, so it looks like they could be in for their first win of the tournament.
Come on, the Lions. And a
That's
lovely
a lovely
shot by Evitz. So much control in that.
Yeah, I wish he would play down and up as 95% of his shots, because he always hits it. It's the only time he ever starts to get in trouble is when he gets a bit back net friendly. He puts away the bad ball, he doesn't need to look for it.
Catch it, and a drop catch run out of tops.
Not out. World Cup umpire Matt
Very,
Wheatcroft.
very weak throw.
Having said that about the Lions, they've just lost the wicket, so it's
Oh, I tell you
68
what,
to 65 with 3 balls to go.
And this is their strongest pair, Cam
Yeah.
Jones and Aaron Brown, and they're on -5.
TKS into Reeve.
And that
Beautifully
is
played.
Proper indoor cricket.
That is MVP Reeve. So let's see if we can get the next ball in. It's Ollie Walker bowling to Cam Jones.
What's going to happen here?
It's quick. Or it's
Oh,
a
it's a
no ball off the
wide.
track. Or wide. It's a wide.
Oh, no.
Don't think they've re-bowled it, which is the sensible decision when you're ahead of the game. Trying a bit hard there. Danny Blyton to bowl on court 1.
Oh, so another strong bowler on this court as well.
Cam keeps the ball out, so it looks like it could be a win for the Lions. There's 1 ball to go, and they are 5 runs ahead. 4 runs ahead, sorry. So a wicket will win it for the Hurricanes. Danny comes into Reeve. Ooh, he's just cut him up.
And he's in, Ollie Walker.
And it's a dot.
And dot ball, and
The Lions
over.
win
The
their
Lions
first
with
game.
their first win.
Danny
the
comes
Zing
in.
are flying everywhere over there. And that's out, run out.
Oh, Reeve.
Blyton with another wicket. And it's game on court 1 here. Akbar,
19 to
Akbar,
win.
Can you just jump across on court 2
10.
and fix the stumps? Because the guy smashed the wicket so hard, the bails have actually come off the strings. Court 2. They've somewhere just got to find 2 of them. Okay, so 86-68, 10 balls to go.
I wouldn't actually go at.
Oh!
I wouldn't go at Danny. I would just try and go on 2-2-2 on
2-2-2,
Danny,
yeah,
and
off
then
Danny.
see what you can get off the last
I don't know who's
over.
bowling last.
Will, I think.
Will Fraser, another strong
Yeah.
bowler.
Yeah, this is what I said earlier about the Warriors. They've got a really strong bowling attack, so
Ooh!
yeah, that bit of mystery. They need a score off this ball.
So it's third ball. Third ball, viewers at home. The scores must change. If the Warriors can get a wicket here, I'm pretty sure it's going to be game over.
I'd bowl my best ball
Bowl
here.
the best ball. Look at that ball spinning away from the bat. And bowl the googly.
So 1 scored, 1 ball left. Reeve needs to get off strike here to make sure he's got the strike for the first ball of the last over. And a chance.
And he's bounced up! And it's caught by Rohan Kandaji. Jasper with the full strength drive, popping out of his hands and popping straight into Rohan's.
Well, good awareness from Rohan to pay attention.
Yeah,
Yeah, not-
Danny Blyton, 2 overs, 4 for -18.
Just showing what spin does when bowled really well. He bowls with good revs, he bowls with good flight, and obviously he's got a wrong un and a leg spinner.
And 23 now needed, so 1 final over. Oh, is this that snapped? Just ask reception for the orange. Is the orange stumps down the bottom? They'll have to ask orange stumps. The bales. Takes time to put through the thing. Yeah, with the bales.
So Will comes in.
So lovely shot.
But it's only going to be 1 because the Warriors have done this in a couple of games today. They obviously
Will Fraser,
knowing.
I can tell you now,
Yeah.
does not look bothered at all.
Yeah, chilled, isn't he?
He's so chilled.
Joffre
I like
Fraser.
to see that.
Joffre Fraser,
It's a
isn't it?
stone cold face.
He's a serial killer, isn't he? With that
And well bowled, lovely
concentration.
line. It's a good shot.
Beautiful shot.
For 3.
Yeah, the Warriors did this really well earlier. They drop all their men back. They know that the opposition obviously need to get to the back net. So the fielders have just dropped back a little bit. Not fully, though, which is a little bit interesting. But
And
there
that's
it
the
is.
game there, guys. That's the game. Caught again by Rohan.
I think the Warriors owe Anish a little bit here for the commentator's curse that he did on Reeve earlier. It's not been an ideal innings today, but that happens with kids in cricket.
And again, bowls, Will Fraser. So Kieran, the game just got away from them, obviously in the last skin, and never were able to come back. So really well, good bowling options by the Warriors. They picked their best 4 bowlers and saved them till the end. That's 7. Might be a little bit too late, but what a good hit that is from Reeve Evans. Nearly took TKS to the back net with him. A good hit, but it's hit the stumps at the top, and 1 run. So a win for the Warriors here versus the Vipers. Good day for them. That's 3
in a
wins.
row for the Warriors. They'd lost all 3 in the first round and then won.
And turned it round here.
Yeah,
so
won 3 in the
fair
second
play.
round.
Well played to the Warriors.
I like that.
Commiserations to Vipers, and almost another good game of cricket there, guys.
Yeah, I think what we find is that when they're chasing a score, 80, 70, unless it's a low score, they just find it a little bit more difficult to build an innings. That's the difficulty. They find it difficult to build an innings over the whole time. Yeah, that's probably the difficulty that we see quite regularly actually in kids cricket. They're really good at chasing low scores. They don't feel pressure in that situation. But the middle pairs, when you're chasing an 80 score, just try and finish it too early. And if you can see there, you got 41-3, and then 22 is okay, followed by a 0. So, yeah, that's the lesson to be learnt there. And I hope everyone's enjoyed the game.
Thank you very much, guys. We'll be back with you at 7 p.m. English time for the final game of the day, the Warriors men versus the Vipers men. Thank you and goodbye.